Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Continuing our top 15 series, we've got something special lined up for you today. I know so many of you have been asking for a customer reviews analysis for this one. Well, we're finally doing it. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Starting things off, our first reviewer gives us their perspective.
This reviewer found that while the initial purchase experience was frustrating, this power station ultimately met all expectations. The search was for a reliable emergency backup to keep devices and small appliances running during an outage, with the crucial ability to be recharged via solar panels. The first unit that arrived was unfortunately defective. Its power button didn't work, which meant it could only be turned on by plugging it into a wall outlet, defeating its purpose as a portable solution. Our reviewer contacted the company, which quickly acknowledged the fault. Although a replacement was offered, the process was going to take several weeks. To speed things up, this client decided to return the faulty device for a full refund and simply order a new one from a different online retailer, which arrived in just a couple of days. The company handled the return and refund process smoothly, resolving the initial frustration. The working power station performed admirably. It had no trouble charging multiple phones and other electronics through its USB ports, even fast-charging compatible devices. When tested with more demanding items, it showed its power but also its limits. For example, it could bring a large electric kettle to full boil in minutes, but doing so used a significant chunk of its charge. Similarly, it successfully kept a small freezer running overnight, draining more than half the battery in the process. It's perfectly suited for this client's emergency needs, but it's clear that powering larger appliances for extended periods would require a bigger model. Recharging the unit from a wall outlet is impressively fast, taking only about an hour to top up from a halfway drained state. The accompanying solar panel also performed well, generating its full rated power in direct sun, though cloud cover caused the input to drop dramatically, making solar charging a slow all-day affair. Overall, our reviewer is very pleased with the device and the customer service that resolved the early issues.
Let's start by delving into the insights shared by our first reviewer.
This reviewer shares that this is their second power station, having previously owned a smaller model that, while great for day trips, wasn't quite powerful enough to handle home appliances during a power outage. The need for a more robust power source led them to this particular unit, specifically purchased for its ability to run a full-size refrigerator and other major electronics when the grid goes down. Upon unboxing, our reviewer noticed the battery display wouldn't show a full 100% reading, so they performed a quick calibration. This involved simply charging the unit, running it down to 0, and then recharging it completely, which successfully resolved the display issue. Pairing the device with its mobile app and performing a firmware update also went smoothly without any problems. The first real test was with a large kitchen refrigerator, which the power station handled effortlessly, with the reviewer estimating it could provide power for about 8 to 12 hours. A more demanding test with a rice cooker drew a significant amount of wattage, causing the battery to drain quickly and the internal cooling fans to run at high speed. The most impressive feature, however, was revealed during this high-load test. While the rice cooker was running, this client plugged the power station into the wall to charge. The unit intelligently overrode the low charging limit that was set in the app, and instead began charging at a very high rate, pulling in more power than the appliance was using. In regular weekend use for family outings, it efficiently powers a portable fridge and other gadgets, using only about 20% of its capacity after nearly 9 hours of operation. Overall, this client is extremely impressed with the performance, so much so that their friends are now interested in getting one too.
Cool. Let's uncover what our next reviewer has to say.
This reviewer wanted to share their experience with this power station. Shipping was fast, under 2 weeks, and everything arrived in good shape. Our reviewer connected this setup to a pre-existing transfer switch with 10 circuits. They also decided to beef things up by adding an additional battery, so they have 2 now, and a pretty substantial solar array consisting of 8 195-watt panels. The batteries arrived with a partial charge, around 30%. They topped them off to 100% using a combination of solar power and a gas generator. Then the real test, running those 10 crucial circuits, the must-haves, for over a day with the solar panels disconnected. This client reports that with solar panels connected in some sunny days, they figure they could run for several days easily. Overall, this reviewer is very happy with this system. Recently, our reviewer needed to tap into the support and warranty. Their old gas generator gave up the ghost. They attempted to charge this power station via a standard 110V outlet, but it didn't work, with no error message or any sign of why. Contacting customer support via email, they received a standard troubleshooting response overnight. After explaining that the suggestions didn't help, support requested a detailed problem description and a video showcasing the issue, along with trying different outlets. A couple of days later, they guessed the AC power cord was the culprit and sent a replacement. When the new cord didn't solve the problem, they requested a controller inverter replacement. The next day, they were told a brand new unit would be shipped upon receiving the original. A FedEx shipping label was promptly provided. The old unit was sent back and a new replacement arrived in just over a week. So why the 5-star rating despite the initial hassle? They replaced the whole unit with a new one. This reviewer also realized the outlets they initially tried were unused and on a GFI circuit, which tripped as soon as the AC cord was plugged in, probably due to a grounding issue. AC charging works fine on a non-GFI outlet. This client thinks their products are great and they honored their warranty. Uploading a video was a little odd though.
That's it for this one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Appreciate you watching. See you next time.